I'm Governor Pat McCrory, North Carolina. Coming back to Fayetteville is both inspiring and it's also heart-wrenching because we continue to see a lot of pain and suffering, and yet we also see incredible resilience. I've been to several neighborhoods today. I've met with Habitat for Humanity. We're in this wonderful Habitat for Humanity neighborhood that a lot of it was underwater, and to meet the residents, I see their resilience, I see their pain, I feel their emotion, and I just want to assure them we're going to do everything we can from a city, county, state, and federal perspective to get them back on their feet as soon as possible. I just went to another neighborhood about 15 minutes from here, Aaron Lakes, which was just devastating. I doubt many cameras have been down there. I had not been down there, but we probably have over 100 homes that are totally destroyed. And people's lives are totally wrecked as a result of this hurricane that hit Fayetteville. So we've still got a lot of work to do with neighborhoods that were impacted here in Fayetteville and Cumberland County. And we're seeing this repeated in town after town after town. And there are still towns that we're getting back to for the second and third time. We need to still get to Fair Bluff, which was totally underwater. And those people are hurting very, very badly, and we're trying to get as much assistance to Fair Bluff and to Princeville and to Kinston and Goldsboro, and the list goes on and on and on. But each one of these neighborhoods are like their own town, their own community, and they're suffering right now on this beautiful sunny day in North Carolina. And sadly, this story is being repeated throughout. But I do want to let you know, here in Fayetteville was the first town to get hit hard, and then Lumberton was the next, and Pembroke, and then it went down the other major rivers. And then later on during the week, Fair Bluff and Princeville and Tarboro and Goldsboro and Kinston and Greenville got hit. But Fayetteville is almost the role model on both how to deal with a flood and also how to recover from a flood. And we're seeing it's a long process, but it's a process in which the private, public sector are going to have to work together. And thank God we have such a strong Habitat for Humanity organization right here. We have volunteers helping to rebuild these homes that are being impacted. We also thankfully have some hotels where people can live. And I think our major issue right now is housing. That's our major short-term and long-term issue. Our second major issue is repairing roads. We still have over 100 roads closed in North Carolina, several right here in the Fayetteville area. I went to the road where there's a total culvert, Bingham Drive, and sadly a man tried to go through the barricade several days ago, and he learned it was closed for a reason, and he went down in the culvert. Thankfully he lived, but again, the barricades mean don't go through the barricades. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate the mayor and the chairman of the county commission and the city council members. Your state reps here are doing an outstanding job. Your senator and house members are giving us constant feedback. Thomas Stiff, who's going to be chairing the Hurricane Relief Fund and Relief Committee, we're going to be hopefully announcing a date in the near future for a special session so we can move as quickly as possible. We're trying to coordinate that, however, also with the federal relief funds and some of the federal dates with Congress. So we're working with the senators and the members of the House at the federal level to make sure what we ask for complements what we're also getting from the federal government and also from some great nonprofits, many churches and Habitat and other people that are helping. So we're going to recover. We're going to recover and come back even stronger, and we're going to be resilient during this effort. We're going to be a team during this effort. But we're also going to be patient during this effort because we're going to have to make sure we make the right decisions for the long run, not just the short term. And that's where the mayor and the chairman and myself and state reps and all working together are going to have to make some very difficult decisions within the next 2 weeks on how we rebuild, if we rebuild, and the process to make it happen. And those are emotional decisions, they're financial decisions, but we want to make sure our decisions are both sustainable and long-term, so these people won't have to go through this again. So with that, I might ask the mayor and chairman to say a few words, and then we'll take some questions. And I'm honored to also have our senators here and our state reps from this region here. Mayor, thank you very much for your incredible leadership. The mayor, the night of the flood came on October 8th, I believe it was here. The mayor was urging people to get off the sidewalks, get out of your cars, do not drive. And I think those warnings said we didn't have any loss of life in Cumberland County. Sadly, we had 28 people lose their life. But I think due to the local leadership here of sending out strong messages, it's incredible that we did not have loss of life here after seeing the devastation of many of these neighborhoods and your downtown area. Nat, thank you very much for your leadership.
Thank you, Governor.
Sorry, Mayor.
I'll be very brief, but I would like to thank all of the volunteers with Habitat for Humanity. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Fayetteville is very resilient. We've proven that through the decades. We're going to come back. We've got tough decisions to make about zoning and building codes. We're going to be addressing that. But this city council and the team that we've got together are with you, and we feel you, and we're going to be with you in the future to get this done. And we are a team, and you are the greatest assets. It's you that make our city so great. And the volunteers, I just can't say enough. Not only Habitat, but the churches who've joined in, who've helped cut sheetrock out of houses, folks that are not trained professionally to do the types of things that they're doing, but they want to lend a hand and they want to help. And we're a good team, and I can't say enough about the volunteers. Just thank you, Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Fayetteville is certainly the flagship of Cumberland County, and the partnership between Cumberland County and the city of Fayetteville has been strengthened, and I can't say enough good things about all the people that have come together to try to heal this plague that has come about. And in addition to Fayetteville, we have Hope Mills, Spring Lake, Eastover, Falcon, Wade, Godwin, Stedman, and Linden. I think I've named everybody, but all of those people, all of those families, all the first responders, everybody from a countywide effort channeled through Ground Zero here in Fayetteville. Can't say enough of good things about them, and God bless every one of them.
Tammy, I'd like to welcome you to say a few words about Habitat, because we're going to use you as a role model for the rest of the state. Again, the hurricane really hit Fayetteville first, and Fayetteville is also going to be the role model on how to recover for all the other towns that were impacted by this, from Fair Bluff to Princeville to Rocky Mount to it's just repeated down each of the three major rivers. And Mayor and Chairman, we're going to use you as an example of the best practices to recover from this. And we'll learn from you from possible mistakes too. And but I haven't seen any yet. No mistakes.
We didn't make any mistakes.
If you did, we're going to find out, and we're going to make sure they're not repeated elsewhere. But I haven't seen any mistakes. They did it first class, and they saved lives. Tammy, why don't you come up here and say a few words about Habitat, because we want to raise money for Habitat too.
Thank you, Mr.
And people
Governor.
need supplies here too still.
Thank you. Well, Habitat for Humanity, as I said this morning at our breakfast, we do more than build homes. We build communities, and we build hope. And we do it together. It's going to take every one of us working together. Our city, our state, the federal government, our volunteers, our churches. This is our community, and we can rebuild it. These families that live here, they've seen a lot worse. This storm is not going to defeat these families. They're going to be working alongside of us. They have been working alongside of us, and we're going to rebuild Fayetteville together. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take some questions. And again, I've got representatives here too. We can take any questions you might have. The only request I make of the media is let the rest of the state know that there are a lot of people still suffering. Beautiful sunny days in North Carolina throughout the state, but we need your supplies. We need your detergents. We need your children's diapers. We need water still, and we need money. Habitat needs money to help buy this material. And and I want to also thank the first responders in Fayetteville and Cumberland County. Y'all need to give them a round of applause. We appreciate y'all very much. Thank y'all, and God bless you. Thank you very much.